Okay, hello. This is a bit of a late night stream, so it might be a bit less low energy, or a bit more low energy, or less energy in a more simple way. But we're going to be continuing the jam games now. I do need to fix the size of the screen, but we will do that in a moment. But this is Not Mansion Mystery by The Only Felicity. I should notice about that in the Discord, shouldn't I? Let me do that quickly. Let's see. Plane, Not Mansion by Felicity. Okay, but yeah, let's click on through and see if we can fix the title screen, the size of it. So see, now that's too big. I don't know why Essentials decided to change the standard screen size of the games. It's a bit odd, but it is what it is. And we'll just get used to it. New game. I don't know much about this game. It's a murder mystery, I think. At least that's what the name indicates to me. My name is Terry Lansbury. I'm a mystery writer and a novelist from the town of Winter's Hollow. Around here, I have been called Miss Terry. Hello. Ooh. That camera. Do you see that? The way it, like, slightly lags behind the player. And then, like, it kind of, like, it bounces a little bit. Well, not bounces, but, like, catches up. That's really interesting. That's not an essential thing, is it? Oh, this feels so fast. This feels really cool. Oh, that's not how it's supposed to be. I remember I watched Cade play a tiny bit, but I kind of just left the window open in the background and zoned out because I didn't want to be spoiled too much. Welcome back, Miss Tay. Here for a gin? Yes, please. Maelstrom. Where's my whiskey, Terry? Oh, I guess I'm a waitress. But I'm also a mystery writer. Hui, how Gigi van keep nuggets? I do not know what language that is. This is a one. Okay, I guess that explains all the sailors in here. This is as close to a gay bar as we get in this small town. It's very popular. It's why are there green people? Not to be racist, but what's going on there? I guess it is. It's only men. Oh wait, you are. Oh, Felicity. Hello. I guess you're just keeping your gay best friend company. Look at all these gay. Oh, I did not mean to stand there. I wanted to talk to the gay sailors a little bit. This is Springston's bar. All of these people are good friends of mine and have supported me throughout my writing career. I wouldn't be the woman that I am without the people of Winter's Hollow. Okay. Put down the pen, Terry. I don't need another starring role in one of your novels. I think you're flattering yourself a bit too much, Officer Chris. Probably not inspired by you. Oh, it probably is. Welcome back, Terry. Thank you, Jimmy. Batsu, Zuzu. Nini. Bonsoir, Madame Terry. Oh, it must... They're French, I guess? Friv. Oh, it's Big Friv. I think, at least. Are you someone, then? Nini. It'll only be 30 seconds, I'm sorry. So I think all the green people are game devs. But I don't know who Nini is. Anyway, we'll move on. We'll say hello to all our friends. Oh, look at this snowy little weather. I've been invited to dinner by my good friend Bella Knott at the Knott Mansion. Dun dun dun, title drop. The Knott family put a lot of money into keeping this town running. I had better go and get ready. My house is at the very south of Winter's Hollow. Okay. Owned by Robert the Trooper. What do you mean by trooper? As in he's actually in the army? So we're told to go south, but I'm just curious if we look around a little bit. Route 1. Route 1 is looking a bit different than I remember. Yeah, that's right, we're on Route 1. How peculiar. Can't really tell what's going on. It's a weird rug. I guess it's some kind of animal skin. Is it supposed to be a Galarian Zigzagoon animal skin, or is Galarian Linoon? Or just cow, maybe? We're going against what the game is telling me, and I'm going to head north. What happens if I stand in the grass? I don't have any Pokemon, do I? About in my bag. Nothing, right? What about my player card? Ooh! Oh, it's like a recolored Cynthia. That looks really cool. I don't remember the table and providing Route 1. I think it used to be. Oh, yeah, well, they've really remixed it, huh? Oh, wow, a very successful writer. Look at that. 140,000 Pokédollars. Is this going to be Route 2? Oh, so I think it is just like cow skin. So what's going on here? This is Mike and Lily. They're two of my best friends. Their favorite Pokemon are Komomo and Milotic. Komomo is a Pokemon you don't hear about often. Oh, okay, I guess they're showing off their favorite Pokemon. Oh my god, Terry, I love your latest book. Thank you, thank you. What about you, Mike? Hello, Terry. Here to feed for Komomo? Sure. Come here, buddy. Num 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 num. Um, let's see. I guess we're really going to get to know the inhabitants of this town, eh? This is as north as it goes. Any other houses I can visit? Ooh, I like this little icy pond. Maybe late at night I'll jump the fence and go ice skating. Probably not a good idea. Probably gonna hurt myself. Yeah, Endless. I was comment on it. Thank you for the subscription. Don't worry, the pivot sponsorship will continue. I don't know if you were here, Endless, but you know how like every now and then I have a pivot ad appear in chat. Source was like, you should really take that down. Like, Pivot's not getting any more updates. And then everybody absolutely dogpiled on Source. They're like, no, support for Pivot. The Pivot advertisement stays. I'm like, yes, I agree. And honestly, as long as the Pivot servers are online, I don't see any reason to take it down. You haven't been home yet. Go get changed before you go to the mansion. People were willing to back up the Pivot. They were not taking the slander. Oh, is this ice we can walk on? It is. Wow, I've got inbuilt ice skates. I feel like this is the kind of place where a murder will happen, like on this ice. The icy river. Is this a bar that I came from? Celadon City? Well, Route 1 looked different. It makes sense that Celadon City would look a bit different too. This is Nikki. She works in the stables in the Western Winter Solo. That's good. Yeah, because I think it is still like a fun game. If you get a friend, even just one other friend, you can do a fun 1v1. That's not going anywhere. I want to work with more animals. You've already got 2 ponies. Is that not enough for you, Nikki? It was Nikki, wasn't it? Yeah. I like that we're getting a little bit of a tour, or like an introduction to each character that lives in the town. Oh. So I think this is where the not mansion is, the mystery. Let's see. My house. Oh no, it's not. It's my house. Right, I need to get changed before I go to the mansion. My house. Since I bought it in this time, since I bought it, this is where my Pokemon and I spend time researching and writing about different cases. Archetype Pokemon have always made me feel at home. My best friend is Volpa, my Alolan Jinx I received when I moved to this region. Your game is actually next, Zeta. I'm surprised you That's Cerubia. They go by Zeta on Twitch. I'm surprised you remember the game order. You're completely correct. We do Season Stone after this. I have it downloaded. And if we get through this game in this stream, we'll play it this stream. If not, we'll play it next. You quickly change into something more appropriate for dinner. I feel like my outfit was already pretty appropriate. I look pretty badass. I really like it. I don't know, just like the red hair with the like dark navy, almost black outfit. It looks really cool. Look at all our ice type Pokemon. We weren't kidding about like an ice types. Oh, okay. Then I guess it's not like a big deal if I don't get to it today. We'll see. And I don't know what time it is for you, but I don't want you staying up. I get the feeling this game might be a little bit long. I think it took Kate a whole I think it took Kate a whole stream to get through. Especially if we're checking out of your house here. I wonder what this map is called, because we met a weird Route 1 in Celadon City. Oh, this is also Celadon City. I wonder how that happened. I guess they're just reusing the sample maps. It doesn't really break the game at all, but it's a little bit funny. Okay, so I think now that we're changed, we can go north to the town. I can see why a murder mystery would happen in this town. There's like so much snow. It's like not that well lit. Oh, thank you. Damn. Yeah, and I probably pronounced all the Dutch words completely horribly. Okay, this is Lappet Town apparently. Dun, 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 dun. This is a long path. The anticipation is building. Ooh, I like that. Apart from the fact that I can walk on the flowers, the structure of the mansion is really built up. Like it's big. Can I do something cheeky? No. Like that looks quite cool. I like it. Okay, into the mansion. Not mansion. This place is so beautiful and was constructed through the use of the millions that Richard and Bella have made through good business deals and with modernizing the landscape and farmland around our region. Farmland? We're growing farms in this snowy winter? They must have built some good technology, no kidding. Jeeves. It's always a butler. I guess we gotta say it now, but I'm guessing if there's a murder happening, Jeeves is gonna be the one. Ah, Miss Terry, it is a pleasure to see you again. Oh, thank you, Jeeves. It has truly been too long since I've visited. Now, I don't know if Madame Not has mentioned, but the mansion is undergoing some construction. She has advised us to put you and the other guests in the small shared bedroom up in the front east staircase. You know your way round the west of the wing. Around the rest of the main wing, of course, I'll refresh your memory. The front I need to pay attention here because this is this is going to be important. Front eastern staircase, okay, takes you to Master Knot's study. And along the main corridor, we have a kitchen to the east, a ballroom in the center, and the dining room in the west. Okay, kitchen, ballroom, dining room. No, I think I got it. Very well. Now all the other guests have arrived. All of Madame has a special announcement ready for when you are seated. Thank you, Jeeves. And as always, it is my duty, ma'am. Okay. Now, I'm guessing there's going to be some kind of murder announcement. I just have to wonder if it's going to be a murder mystery party where all the murder is fictional, or if someone is actually going to die, or maybe it will be a murder mystery party where it's supposed to be fictional, but someone ends up dying for real. Like, whatchamacallit, glass onion style. Now, they told us what the east staircase goes to, which is a study. We didn't get told where the west staircase goes. Ooh, I like this painting a lot. I can't get to it from here. The tiles are... They are custom tiles. It's interesting to see. In my painting, it is positioned in a very particular manner, as if it is hiding something. Oh, do we have a hidden switch somewhere here? Do I need to interact with the bookshelves? In the plant pot, maybe? In the cactus? Wine glass? Hmm. Definitely seems like a hidden passage. But we will come back here. Maybe the painting is a clue. Maybe we need to find a switch on a tree. Before we go join them, let's check out the study. Or the... Not study, the guest room. Sorry. Don't think there's much to do here. That might be where we're sleeping tonight. Okay, so it was kitchen here. Under construction. All good. Means less for me to get confused about. Oh! Never eat soggy Weet-Bix. I get the feeling the dialogue mixed up their west and east. Because it said master's study in the east, but we found what looks like a master's study in the west. And I believe, I could be wrong, I believe it said dining room in the west. But we just walked in the east, if we're saying east is right. And if I remember, never eat soggy Weet-Bix correctly. So these are the people I'll be dining with tonight. Oh god, I'm gonna need to take notes. Rita Brooke, the local librarian of Winter's Hollow and my biggest fan, according to her. Richard Knott, husband to my friend, Bella. He comes from a long line of nobility, and his old money habits were able to let him set up business and then cut off his old family so that he could marry Bella and live happily and peacefully. Can't drink alcohol due to a weak liver. I think this is actually going to be Among Us situation. I know I went wild on space trainers, being like Among Us. These people may not have the colorful suits, but it seems like we will have a murder mystery on our hands. Luke and me? Maybe Amy. A playboy who gets himself into lots of troubles. I've heard he has a terrible anger where women are concerned. Oh god. So he's going to be like the red herring. We're made to expect it's him because he's a dickhead, but it's not going to be him. He's just going to be a dickhead. Better to stay away from him unless you're looking for trouble. Speaking of trouble, his girlfriend and her twin. Oh, so these two, I think. Summer and autumn. Oh, because the seasons theme for the game jam, and then we're in Winter's Hollow. So that leaves spring. Joel. um, they go by monogamous names because they're ashamed of where they came from. Oh, as in they only have the first names? Yeah. I was proud of that title. A little 1-2 maneuver. I also like it because obviously I very much enjoyed Space Trainers, but it almost makes it sound like I'm disappointed in the game. I'm like, no, it wasn't Among Us. I'm so sad. Summer and autumn have been a pain to everyone since they moved to. Oh, so I guess the two dickheads are dating, and then one of the dickheads has a dickhead sister. Is it contagious? Verity not. Richard and Bella's daughter. We haven't met Bella yet. I'm guessing this is going to be Bella. And the only heir to the Knott family. Fortune, as long as she follows Richard's rules. Hmm. Winston Payne. The less said about him, the better. He is a misogynistic pig and spends his time attacking women for their appearance in his online talk show. How many dickheads do we have at the table? What have we walked in on? I count 1, 2, 3, 4. Paul O'Royd, photographer, went to school with Summer, Autumn, Verity, and Winston. This must be a dinner for Verity since no one the same age as Belle and I are here. Verity being the daughter, I believe. We can... No? Should I try that? Because I've seen on Mega Greninja, a cool Greek fan game streamer, has been doing a lot of shorts. And I kind of want to, I was actually thinking about this as I was playing this, because I'm playing a lot of short games. I was like, maybe I could make one short per game, just kind of giving like a summary of it or something. Let's see. Oh. And then that way I can just crop the screen exactly how I want, and I don't need to do any fancy. Oh, and you can, wow, and you can set up the face cam and the gameplay. That's very cool. Okay, thank you so much for that. That's genuinely super useful. Because yeah, I would like to I would like to kind of like do more shorts just because I think it's fun and it's a lot more watchable than a 2-hour VOD of me playing a fan game. And finally, Bellanot, her maiden name is. Oh, here we go. So this is the lady of the house. Yeah. Her maiden name is Clara. We have been best friends since finishing school at our all-girls college in the Livna region. I also used to date her. Oh, I thought I was going to say I also used to date her, and I was like, ooh. But no, her brother. Her family are respectable, and she has done many charitable things with her fortunes, including publishing my first novel. No one could ask for a better friend than Bella. Finally, Terry, we were thinking you had got lost in the storm. My apologies, I had to get changed before I arrived. Oh, nonsense, a beautiful woman such as yourself would have been fine arriving in a Mimikyu cloak. Odd comment? That's true. I wonder if that's on purpose? That is very odd. Live no read backwards, it's anvil. Is a murder weapon going to be an anvil? Bella and Richard laugh over it. This actually reads a lot like a little murder mystery novel, wow. Like even this kind of text describing the actions, it's very different from a typical Pokemon fan game. Bella and Richard laugh while the younger individuals chatter amongst themselves. Paul is playing with his camera, Paul being the cameraman here, I believe. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. I was also thinking, like, they mentioned Bella's maiden name being Clark, which is like, it could just be a specific detail about characters to flesh them out more. But I also wonder if that's going to be important to remember. Maybe we're going to see like a letter addressed to Clark, and it's going to throw a bit of confusion in the works. Paul's playing with his camera. The twins flirting. Oh my god! I need to learn to read the next line. I was like, the twins flirting? What? No, the twins flirting with Winston and Luke. Okay. You notice that Verity is unusually quiet. We'll see. I mean, this game could end in 2 seconds. You notice that Verity is unusually quiet. So Verity being the daughter. Her? I think. I'm sure we'll get to talk to him a bit more later, and I'll be able to get it down pat a bit easier. And keeps on looking at the clock. Verity, you're being sus. It's time. Jeeves, Mandy. Yes, Madame Verity. All the music. Madame Verity has invited myself and the maid here for one reason. To oversee the murder about to take place. Dun dun dun. With each of your meals, Jeeves and Mandy has given you all a card that has a roll on it. You have questions and answers and things you are not allowed to say. The murder will take place shortly when the lights next go out. Oh god. It's gonna be a glass onion scenario. It's gonna be a real murder, isn't it? Our detective is Mum's friend, Miss Terry. Oh, that's why you had Manton on inviting Terry, and I guess that's why it's a very young person party, but somehow we still copped an invite, because we're just here to play detective. Yes, Mum? Terry, you will solve the murder. A murder mystery. There's a shuffling coming across the table. I can't work out which direction. Is it going to be a twist? Is Richard trying to test me? Does Bella think my book wasn't well written? Terry, you're fine. Your book's fine. I think Verity's just trying to have fun. Verity's set up this elaborate scheme. Terry, you must find the scene of the crime and work out who was murdered. End the murder. All the answers are in the unlocked parts of the mansion. And when you do, Jeeves will be waiting in here. Okay, so we've got a little game on our hands. So we're going to interview other people. We're going to look for clues. And then I guess we talk to Jeeves and give him our hypothesis. Let's have some looking. I'm just here to spectate the event. Yeah, who are you? Who? You weren't in the introduction. You weren't here 10 seconds ago. Huh. I know who the killer is. It's obviously Winston. Rita said that. Rita being the husband of Bella. No, what? Who's Rita? Bella Vita? Oh god. I don't know. I should have been taking notes. Good to see you get into the spirit of the game, Tay. I have no reason to murder any of the characters. I'm simply just a lowly butler. Jeeves' eyes burning through the back of his head. What a weird detail. You feel Jeeves' eyes burning through the back of his head. Burning through... What is he cooking? The back of his head or the back of my head? Can I talk to you? Yeah, I've messed up the names. I vaguely... Oh, Bella was over here. Oh, yeah. Okay, the order it scrolled around was not what I thought it was. Okay, but I think I vaguely get it. Thank you for doing this already. I really appreciate it, Terry. Okay. So I guess the couples are opposite each other, I believe. I can't talk to you. Is that an oversight, or am I just not meant to be able to talk to you? And where'd your twin go? Well, where'd the twins go? Huh. You have not yet found all the clues, Miss Terry? Okay, so you're the other butler. Smart. So you're the photographer. Okay. You were a dickhead or not a dickhead? No, the news reporter was a dickhead. I think you're okay. Oh, what's this? There's nothing of interest here. I beg to differ. There's something there. I very much beg to differ. Also, just search points. Okay. So I guess any tile that is interactable will have that icon on it, maybe? This is still under construction, right? Okay. Well, if we're looking for a murder weapon, the best place to find a murder weapon would be the kitchen. Okay. Nothing of interest here. You are the only person cooking. Maybe the fridge? I think until we get more clues, we're not going to find anything here. Because we don't really know what we're... Ooh, lobster. Okay. Because we don't really know what we're looking for yet. Oh, I'll check the drawers. In case, like, a knife is missing. I don't know how we'd know that. But that's a very typical setup. I'm now noticing that I think a lot of the rooms, because we went for bedroom, will have the setup where there's lots of things you can look at, lots to look at. Like there are like 20 beds. Don't forget the ambulance. Oh yes, Lavina backwards. Thank you, Mashi. Welcome, welcome. I'm thinking lots of rooms will have lots of stuff to look at. Did you know that the region name in this game is Anvil backwards? Because like you're not you might not be far off the mark. Okay, so how come this one doesn't say there's nothing to look at, but the other one does? That is awfully suspicious. Okay. That makes a bit more sense. Under the rug? Well, so it actually accepted me checking under the rug, so that's something to keep in mind. There is an event placed there. So there's like an event on every single surface. Okay, the one thing that I'm vaguely aware of... Oh, hello. This is a scrapbook of images of the twins. Who took these pictures? Probably the photographer? A wild RC mod, yeah. So we were told there'd be a secret passage here. Well, we weren't told, but it seems very, very likely. Can we find ourselves a switch? Me when I go on a dating app, can I find myself a switch? No? Okay. The bookshelves are begging for... Yeah. Yeah, poor Endless. Yeah, Endless, you're not an RC mod. You're not even a website mod, are you? How disappointing. There must be a button in here, right? Or maybe... Can I just walk through it? Is a button in a different room? But it seems like those balls are going to tell me... Yeah, I totally see that. Maybe that's how this is going to end. So the only room we haven't checked is the ballroom. Oh my god. Well, that's a murder. No wonder we couldn't find the twins. Yeah, let's search her body. Summer has a simulated head wound. It would indicate that something heavy was used as a murder weapon. There isn't any blood splatter, and everything is in a single pool, which suggests that her attack happened instantly. Is that how it works? I don't know if I agree with the physics of that. If you hit someone hard once, the blood still splatters, right? But I think it depends on the type of weapon more than how quickly it happened. There are two simulated wounds on Autumn's head. One is more congealed blood. And the first, it's just she was hit once first and then hit again sometime later. You're not wrong. This lines up. If two anvils dropped from the ceiling, case solved. Or three, I guess. Or maybe the first one dropped on Summer and nicked Autumn, and then the second one knocked her out for good. Did she stumble in on the murder? The wounds look similar but not identical. Could there be two murder weapons? The left hand to attack the girl, some has some sort of residue on her right finger. Can I test for residue? Guess not. That is peculiar. Two murder weapons, left hand. You know, there's not many left-handers. I must admit, I am left-handed, so I could be the murderer. I wonder if we're gonna find out. I'm just thinking, out of all the professions we know, we only know one person's profession, and that is the photographer. I don't think you can be left-hand camera dominant, but that's like the only thing I can see giving away who is left-handed. But we'll find out more, I suppose. We've got something to look at here. A footprint on the stool. A man's winter boot. On the stool? Did they actually hook up anvils and drop them from the ceiling? It's out? Okay, I'll start downloading, because I did realize it is a decently sized game. So I should download it beforehand in case I do. Oh, what did I just? That's gonna be fine. Okay, in case I do want to play it this stream. Just thinking honestly, the only reason I can think of someone wanting to step on the stool is if some kind of suicide attempt was interrupted and then they killed someone else instead. They're like, if I can't commit suicide, I'm gonna kill you, but that makes zero sense. So, were they hooking up something to drop from the ceiling? Like an anvil? The tassel on the windowsill has been tampered with. And is missing one of the balls on the other windows. You see nothing outside. I honestly think you're right. I think anvils were dropped from the ceiling. A ball of fur seems to have come from a Pokemon. Okay, fur. Who do we know that has a Pokemon? Nothing of interest here. Is this glitched? I feel like this might be... Because we can walk on this one, and when we walk on it, we get information. We can't walk on this. And every other blue orb has given us information. I'm gonna see something quickly. Okay, we're gonna do something a bit sketch. We're gonna launch the game in debug mode, just so I can use no clip, or whatever you want to call it in a Pokemon game, and just see if there actually is information when we stand on the tile. I'm not going to look at the project because that could very easily be spoilers. Here we go. Okay. So that's the ball of fur. No, okay. I'm completely wrong. Completely and utterly wrong. Interesting. Okay. Let's check this room again. Maybe we can interview the people more. That's not what's supposed to happen. Did I break it by compiling it? I highly doubt it. That doesn't make any sense. No, you understand everything correctly. You're supposed to be dead. A little bit. I'm just mildly confused. But it makes no sense that there'd be the interactable icon. It makes no sense that the dead people are back from the dead. I'm losing my mind. Okay, so ball of fur, has the kitchen changed? I need a blunt object from the sounds of things. I don't see any blunt objects. Trying to have every clue. And this wing is closed, right? The garden is off limits, okay. Oh, I didn't see this. This must be the murder weapon. It is a brass ball from the windowsill of the ballroom. Oh, so that's why the windowsill was tampered with. It must have taken someone with the strength to kill the twins. Okay. Or a Pokemon that's strong. How intriguing. Who's strong enough to kill the twins? And this is such an odd clue to give me. That really makes it seem like it's a photographer. No new interactables, okay. Let's check the bedroom, see if there's anything new there. No. We can check the interview room. Still nothing, right? I know I'm going insane, but I just feel like these balls must mean something. Not found all the clues, really? You're the photographer. I want to talk to you more than anyone else. Let's do something cheeky. I asked already not to make me partake, and this suspense really makes me gassy. Okay, so we can talk to these people. You're not supposed to be talkable. Oh no, you're fine. I was too busy sipping my wine. Can't the girl have a nice drink? She seems to be getting angry. Maybe the wine has taken a toll. Maybe she's taking. So you are the daughter. You set up this game. So you can't be. Yeah, I think she's just taking the game very seriously. Because she's the one behind it all. I can't talk to you because you're supposed to be dead. Damn, the twins have disappeared. Now who's gonna stroke my ego? Okay, weirdo. I already talked to Richard. Oh, Jeeves, sorry. No, so I'm talking to Richard, but Jeeves is watching me from behind. I completely misunderstood that before. You're a spectator. You have not found all the clues yet. Really? Is Winston the photographer? Because I kind of agree with you. Yeah. Hmm. What else could there be? Something hiding on the edge that I missed? Already checked that, already checked that. Let's check the bedroom again in case talking to the people has done anything. No. Hmm. Thank you, Matthew. I'm pondering. I'll check the kitchen one last time. Then I'm gonna be a bit naughty and check the game because I feel like this is not working how it's supposed to be. These three balls right here. Every clue so far has had that indicator, and we haven't found anything not attached to the indicator. And apparently we haven't found every clue. Okay, let's check the glass of red wine because it's the only glass of red wine in the kitchen. No, okay. We're gonna save. We are gonna check to see. Just check that map. And see if when. Oh my god, I'm looking at the farm. There's so many events because if they want you to be able to check each piece of the carpet individually. So I am supposed to be able to talk to it. I am. There is a clue there. But why won't it let me... Why won't it let me check it? And how do I fix that? That's slightly annoying. Let's just try this. I believe there were 3 that I couldn't read properly. Just can't remember where they all were. And there's so many events, so I don't know which one is... Not that one. Okay, let's try that. I don't know, it's being finicky. I think that I like the game so far, but I believe that is a bug. There we go. The area of the carpet is sticky. Better tell Jeeves later. I don't think this is related to the case. Okay. A wine stain, not the same as the wine stain we were drinking in... Oh, wine, eh? Floor polish looks like the ballroom was recently cleaned and someone has trapped it into here. So someone walking around on clean floor. So wine, can I see wine here? Is this gonna... No. Let's check out the wine addict again. Maybe he has something new to say. Or maybe I can just talk to Jeeves now? No, I have not found all the clues. What am I missing? Must be in the study. I think there was wine in the study now that I think about it. And maybe floor polish? Ooh! There's nothing of interest here. I find it hard to believe. The same wine stain I found earlier. Okay. Here we go. An expensive wine that is also found on the carpets. The culprit must have had a drink after the events in the ballroom. Richard cannot drink, that's true, he has a weak liver, so it can't be him. But this is his study. And we did talk to Verity, and she is drinking wine. Does the bedroom have any new clues now? Not yet. I think that was a little bug though. I was thinking about that at the start, and I thought that is a possibility that maybe the twist will be that we are the murderer. But I think it was a bug before, because we could see the clue, we just couldn't talk to it, and now that we've talked to it, it has progressed the plot. That won't be it. Maybe Jeeves will let us continue now? No, not all of them yet. Okay. What am I missing? We've got the murder weapon, or at least we've got one of the murder weapons. Seems like there may be a second. Oh, the pot! A roll of film here. Looks like it's from an old camera. Shame you don't have time to develop the photos. And that's disappeared. A roll of... Can we ask the photographer to look at it? 2 balls. There were always 2 balls. I'll double check. But one of them was a boot footprint. I believe this one. And the other one is where the bell bearing has been taken off the curtains. Or the tassel or whatever. I still don't really know what to think about this footprint. Because if they murdered them with the ball, if they didn't actually set up an anvil or anything. But yeah, I don't know. Okay, this bedroom has had 0 clues in it so far. I'm waiting for a little ball to appear here. It's gonna happen one day. Unless that's everything. Yeah, I've not found all the clues. Okay, I wanted to talk to the photographer, see if he can tell me anything about the film. No. I wonder if there's anything I can do about that film. Or talk about you not being willing to drink alcohol. Hmm. Okay, keep our eyes peeled for more balls. That's my one talent. Looking at balls. What do we have here? We also haven't had any clues appear in the kitchen yet. Maybe we can talk to the running man now, because he's always been sticking out like a sore thumb. No, we can't. Okay. Back to the study? No, because our last clue was... Oh, but we got the camera film, so maybe it's changed. I was going to say maybe there's a secret passage from here into the ballroom, but that doesn't make sense yet. The books. I'll check out the painting first. Here we go. Okay, let us go. I was going to say maybe there's a secret passage, but that doesn't make much sense because the wine glass left a stain through the main hall. So the murderer must have traveled here before drinking through the secret passage. It is empty. Richard may use it for other things when dinner parties are not currently being used as crime scenes. Maybe I should check the bedroom. Okay, I don't really understand that progression of logic from empty secret passage to bedroom, but I shall. Here we go. There's a photograph hidden at the bottom of the drawer of Luke, Summer, and Autumn. Okay, Luke is being put in the limelight a bit. Maybe because the photographer is a similar age to all the kids, so maybe the idea is there's a bit of a love triangle or love quadrangle going on. Because obviously Luke is happily dating Summer, I believe. But maybe... Okay, we actually have all the clues. Maybe the photographer, Wilson, is not too happy about that. We'll see. Well done on finding all the clues, old girl. Now, we must go through the events of what happened. I think, but it seems a little bit obvious, doesn't it? It's just a lot of the clues have been photo-orientated. Either the photo guy is a murderer, or he's a witness. The other thing to be a note of is we got a big clue about Verity drinking red wine. They're the only person that commented on them drinking wine. And obviously whoever the murderer was, well, not even, it might have not been the murderer, but someone left a trail of wine throughout the house. Anyway, I think all will be revealed in just a moment. During the blackout, 2 people were killed. Who were they and what order were they killed in? Summer and Autumn, and it was Autumn and then Summer. Okay, maybe I got the names a bit mixed up. Summer and Autumn. And what object was used to kill Miss Summer? Oh no, because Autumn witnessed the murder, maybe? It was a brass ball from a windowsill, but it seemed like there's something else as well. Who was the killer? Okay, so Verity is not an option. That makes things a lot more simpler for me. I think it has to be the photographer. We've got no reason to suspect anyone else. Maybe Luke, if it's an act of domestic violence. Paul, have you had any presents? You're just the asshole blog writer or something, or the asshole newscaster. So it must be Winston. No, not me. I didn't want to play. You missed an O, an S, Zeta. There you go. There's your Jolas. I'm thinking maybe Richard was trying to frame them by just taking wine and spilling it everywhere. There you go. There's Jolas. But also, I feel like the thing they say about murder stories is it's always the person you kind of suspect medium, not the person you know it's absolutely not because maybe they're the victim or something. Not the person that's getting all their attention put on them because that's what the writer wants you to think, but the person who kind of hides in the corner that you don't even think about. It's two different emotes. There's Joel-less and Joel, and there's even a Joel-er. Wait, that's not Joel-er. That's just Joel again. There's Joel-er. So I'm gonna guess Paul, just not because of the narrative, but just about how writing tends to be structured. The person we haven't even thought about. Oh shit, you got me. I murdered the twins. During the blackout, I took them to a ballroom and hit them over the head with a glass ball from a windowsill. I then went to try to place the blame on Richard and drank some wine that Bella had stashed in this hidden passageway, but spilt it along the carpet. I had a photo of the three of us, but I hid in the bedroom to make me look innocent. You're a great writer, Terry. Well done, old girl. You discovered who the killer at Not Mansion was. We hope you enjoyed working out who the murderer was, rather than creating your own mystery. This is the end of your story here at the mansion. Now imagine what would actually go so hard right now is lights out and then real murder. And it's like act two. But like the stakes are higher. We'll see. Maybe that'll happen. Maybe some of us will appear in the future or other titles made by Reputation Dev. Thank you for playing the short mystery game. Okay, obviously this is a jam game. I guess no time for Act 2. But, by Felicity and Water of the Reputation team, yeah. I think that's it, right? That was pretty fun. I think it was a bit bugged just at the start, but other than that, it went pretty smoothly. Also, I mean, stuff about like, obviously I'm using debug mode here, but normally you can't talk to these people. And they actually give like pretty interesting dialogue. Like this line about the wine, it's such a small line, but it definitely affected who I was suspecting. And I definitely think that the idea of having the orbs be indicators, like sparkly little objects from a Resident Evil game, it is a very, very good idea. I think it streamlines the experience a lot, and instead of being frustrating, you can actually have fun. So really, really good idea. I thought sometimes the logic of the I know I have to cheat. I'm so bad. Um, the logic of the progression was a bit weird at times. Like, obviously, I understand from a video game point why clues just materialize so that we can follow more of a planned path, but it didn't really feel like there was any effort put in to justify that. And like why I kind of got the wine trail appearing. I can deal with that a little bit. I can understand that. But just suddenly going from here to the bedroom, it didn't really feel like a natural progression, or like why the secret passage is only open after looking at the wine. Yeah, it just doesn't make, but the logic doesn't flow too well. I understand it as a game, but yeah. But otherwise, really cool, and you don't really see many games like this. If this wasn't a Pokemon game, this is a murder mystery game. And I definitely like the system. I like the idea of going around collecting clues, and then like turning into the butler and reporting what you figured out. And again, I just want to once again mention how much I appreciate this orb mechanic because it is so easy for games like this where you have to like talk to an object to be able to go to the next step. But like the object might be some obscure hidden tile in 1 out of 20 bookshelves. Like that's something I've seen done before, and it can be extremely frustrating. So this right here, very good. Orb is the MVP of this game. Other thing worth noting is that I did enjoy going around the town before the game even really started and talking to all the friends. It was just pretty cute. Like it didn't really add much to the main narrative, but it was nice, you know? We got to learn a bit more about the town. With all that said and done, I believe that is the end of Not Mansion. And to Zeta's happiness, I believe that Season Stone has been downloaded. I just need to extract it. So I'll turn the screen off for a minute, and while